Surf Monkey Coconut. Just want to do a quick update about our seedling starts here. It's been about 2 weeks since the seed hacking video, and just want to kind of show where they are at today. So you can see some of the herb mixes are coming out, a lot of basil, chives. Here's those cayennes, 2 empty cells. For the empty cells, what I'm going to do is just kind of sow those traditionally. They will be a little behind the rest of the seedlings that are in there, but that's the benefit of having these 6-celled seedling starter trays, is that you can remove these cells without disturbing anything else. So so that I'm maximizing all these soil and the trays that I used this year, I'm just going to go ahead and stick some cayenne peppers in there. But you can actually see one sprout coming out there. This cell is empty. Same with the catnip. Seems like we got a couple sprouts, but a few empty cells there. Here's our tobacco for this year, just in the home crop. Obviously in Central Washington we have a lot more growing, but just for the Seattle crop and the balcony crop, we got some Virginia here, got some Connecticut, and some Havana coming out. And as you can see, it's almost 100% germination rate again. So the seeds that we harvested from last year's crop for 2011, it's another almost nearly 100% germination rate. So this is, again, a really good lot. Here's some of that Ananui lettuce. We're going to do a few videos on these. This is a warm weather lettuce. Traditionally, lettuce is a cold weather crop, so you can grow it at the either in the beginning of fall or the very beginning of spring, and they'll do well. But this one, because it was developed in University of Hawaii for Hawaii conditions, it should grow well indoors, but we'll follow up with some videos there. Here's some forget-me-not flowers, sweet pea, and snapdragons that haven't quite sown yet, and as well as rosemary, but we didn't seed hack the rosemary or any of these flowers, so that's part of the reason why they're trailing a little behind, because they don't have that optimal conditions that some of these other seeds had. Okay, so just wanted to do a quick update, just kind of looking around. Oh, what is this? This is dried up pitcher plants, or carnivorous plants. I'm debating on whether or not to do a series on these. I probably will during the winter time when there's not much other things to make videos on. But this one dried up pretty quickly because we didn't water it very much during a vacation we took, but it's kind of like suspended in time now. It's just kind of dried leaves. Really cool plants, though. We'll take better care of them. They are actually easy to take care of as long as you keep them moist with distilled water. I'm not sure if we're ever going to do an orchid video. Orchids are one of those plants that have a lot of information out there. This is a cat's medicine, if you're wondering. He has arthritis. And that's the baby's formula or a cereal. But anyway, the orchids are blooming this year. It's kind of interesting. They always bloom at about this time of year during springtime. But yeah, a lot of information on orchids. We might do it if we get enough requests on how to grow orchids. I think this is about the 4th year that we had this plant where it started creating nice little orchid flowers for us. And lastly, just kind of swinging around here, is some of the fern spores that we started probably like a year and a half ago. So this is actually a year and a half old ferns, even though they're still in the seedling stage. But you can see that this one is ready for transplanting. This one's a little emaciated only because we have held off on transplanting. It's probably like about 3 months overdue. But you know, in its entire life of being around for a year and a half, they kind of been slacking on transplanting these. It has such a long life, and these western sword ferns are such an amazing plant that they can actually live to 200 years old. It will definitely outlive a human under the right conditions, but they just have one of those long lasting lifespans. Here's the same crop that we we not really sowed the spores, but we kind of sprinkled them onto that sterile medium, the same age as these. And you can tell that if you keep them in this terrarium environment, they will stay at that stage, and it makes a nice little office desktop decoration. Hardly any you just have to worry about the moisture in there, but if it's capped like that, it's pretty zero. There's pretty much zero maintenance on this. But anyway, these are 1.5 years old, and we're going to get these into bigger pots at the same time as these other seedlings here. And we'll follow along with this one. So we do sell Western sword ferns if you're interested. It's a cool little project and a nice little office discussion topic if you ever need one. Okay, thanks a lot and happy growing.